Okay, this is one of the craziest things that I've actually read. And a British woman faces a heavy fine after renting out her car. Let me just get this. Renting out her car and her home in San Luis in Torrevieja. A British woman who owns a property. Now, anyone that doesn't know the situation in Spain, when you hire a car in Spain, it's the car that's insured, not the driver. So when you buy a car in Spain, it is the car that's insured. You don't have to take out extra insurance when you have someone else driving the car. It's a completely different system to the UK, but that's just for people that don't know the system in Spain. So a British woman who owns a property in an urbanisation of San Luis on the outskirts of Torrevieja rented her home, including her car, on a 1 month basis as she was planning to visit the UK. I'm going to get the camera over here because this is absolutely just, it is bonkers, this story. So upon returning to Torrevieja, she posted an ad online and quickly found tenants for her home for a month. And it doesn't say whether they were paying tenants or whether it was just someone that she was looking to house sit for a month. Why you would do that? I mean, I can understand why you would do it. Obviously, there's people, when you look at it, are scared of people breaking into the house and maybe not leaving again. But anyway, upon returning to Torrevieja, she opened her mailbox and was shocked to find 10 speeding fines issued against her car. Each fine had a loss of between 4 and 6 penalty points, which means that she would lose her licence. And fines ranging from, this is mad, 400 to 600 euros per offence. The total amount exceeded the actual value of the car. With the tenants now back in their home country and not responding to her emails, she faces the loss of her driving licence if she does not identify the driver, hefty fines. She is legally responsible for, as the owner of the car, if there is no other driver. And then the article goes on to say it's an important reminder about the new, it's not new, it's been there for a while, the radar, the mobile speed camera that's been on the CV905 between Torrevieja and Quesada. It's a 50 kilometre an hour speed limit on the dual carriageway. And then it goes to our advice. Whenever you lend your vehicle to someone, even temporarily, it's highly recommended that you write a simple agreement, even by hand, including the vehicle details, the name of the person driving, the date of the use, and a copy of their driver's licence. This way, if you later receive a fine from the DGT, which is Spanish Driving Agency, you can clearly identify the driver and avoid any legal or financial complications. There's so many questions come up with that, because in Spain you have to have a tourist licence if you're renting out your property. Did she rent it out for financial gain? There's so many questions. Tell me what you think in the comments of this one. I do think it's completely nuts, but some of the comments on this article are unbelievable. Was her house registered as a rental property? She should get done for that also. She did a kind thing and she's been taken advantage of. I feel sorry for her. She left her car to help in good faith. It's a dual carriageway, so the speed limits don't make any sense. Money grabbing exercise by the Council of Torrevieja. And another one. In the time they took over the control of the car, I sold a car years back, and the plonker who bought it got hit by 2 speeding cameras on the way home and told the camera people that he didn't collect the car until that evening and that I was responsible. If she had done things correctly and had a rental agreement with the guests, their personal details registered, she wouldn't have any problem. What's your thoughts in the comment section? I think it's completely nuts. Right, let's head out. I'm just going to head into town. I'm going to pick up some shopping, some milk and some fresh bread. Check out the prices of what supermarket prices are. Yeah, let's do that. Let's check out what the price of fresh bread and milk is compared to what it is where you are and where you stay, and tell me in the comments how much it is to see if it's way cheaper. I'm going to head into, where will I go? I'm going to head into Cottrell for this one, and I'm going to go to a supermarket called Heapier, I think. Don't know, we'll know when we get there. Anyway, it is 29 degrees today. It's a little bit cloudy, and thankfully it is a little bit cooler than what it was. Big change in the temperature over the last couple of weeks. Well, since we had that storm, the horrendous storm with the lightning. And if you haven't watched that video, watch it back. It was a storm that was during the night. And I noticed that a lot of the beaches down Orwella were washed away, as they always are. You know, but the council have came in and started to replace the sand on the beaches that were affected. I'm not sure if they've replaced the ones down in Playa Flamenca. I never went down there yesterday, so no idea. Maybe you could tell us in the comments. And it does show you that it is where these beaches are, were natural, you know, floodplain areas where the water always washed away, and they have built man-made beaches on them. And they ship all the sand in. Amazing stuff. Anyway, onwards. Right, let's see if we can take 3 on this, and it doesn't pause it. It doesn't pause it when I'm trying to record, and it doesn't let me do anything. Oh, so the voiceover on this is going to be completely ridiculous. So there you see when you can get a small loaf for 60 cents. You can get a bag of small rolls for 33 cents, and you can get a white loaf of bread for around about 160. I'll go over to the cakes and show you them at 55 cents for a little cake, and then I'll go back to the white bread and show you some more of that. There is one at 240, one at 160 for a white loaf, a seeded loaf 165, and then I'll show you a half loaf. It's outrageously priced at €2.32. And then I head over to the bagel section, because I think it's always nice to show you the price of bagels, because everyone eats bagels, allegedly, I don't know. Anyway, as we can see, that it completely mucked this part of the video up, I am adding it in just for the hilarity. The bagels are priced at $1.79 for brioche buns, and bagels are $2.64 for the bagels. And then I'm going to show you some white loaf bread, which is around about $1.64 or something. But then again, there's burger buns at $1.42. So that came to €7.39 for one baguette, 4 little bread rolls, mozzarella cheese, ham, and good old pint of milk to go with my cup of tea. Anyway, how was those prices compared to what you'd pay back in the UK or wherever you're watching this video from? Tell me in the comments.